Not Our Finest Hour podcast / random broadcast. That's Zach, me, and I'm here with Brad over there.
I'm Brad. I'm here.
He is always
in California.
Brad.
It's not as cold here, but I'm wearing a beanie anyway.
Speaking of Christmas, to get started with, I wanted to talk about that thing, which I don't know if you're all that up to date on all of the drama going on around it, because we talked about it earlier, but Seth Rogen's thing.
Santa Inc.?
Yes. I call it Seth Rogen's thing, and I think Sarah Silverman at this point probably appreciates that, but at first she probably didn't. Fair use. We're watching this for reaction purposes.
All right, hold on. I'm with you on fair use. Fuck everybody else except for us. But look at the gates to the Santa Claus thing. Does that look a little Nazi-ish to you?
Oh, that combination of colors with the red and that's
the
gold.
SC in there. It almost looks like a swastika, right?
Yeah, and then if it was another S, that would be bad.
Is that what
too.
they're going for there? Is that what they're trying to do?
I don't think so. I hope not.
Oh, dude, if not, that was some Freudian slip shit or whatever. Like,
when you're a kid, there's only one day a year more special than any other day, and that day is
your birthday.
420.
It's Christmas.
Oh, 420. Yeah, there you go. Christmas.
And we are the magic behind that day. So let's get these fucking kids some fucking presents.
Fucking A. Let's say fuck again.
Ha ha ha.
May I present the hardest working man in snowbiz? Good golly!
Alright, that was kind of funny.
Santa Claus!
It's a snow globe! This car's a snow globe. That's awesome. Come on.
You're on my naughty list.
Oh.
Good news, sir. More American kids believe in you than they do in vaccines or the Holocaust.
That's great. I mean, disheartening for America, but great for us.
That was an easy joke.
I'm here for
whatever.
multiple times. Have you decided who will succeed you as Santa Claus?
Subtext, Santa's old and knocking on death's door. Fuck you. Good question. I'll give it some serious thought. Ha ha ho ho ho. Bye.
There have been many Santa Clauses throughout history. Some were loved, others loathed. But the position of Santa has mostly been a white man's game.
Exactly. It's fucking crazy. Things have got to change.
My advice to you is, oh, if I die, get rid of my porn!
That's Yoda, right?
He did very much look like Yoda.
And
seen
Yoda
that
was
joke too.
Yoda was in, he got in all that trouble in that Chappelle Show sketch where he was like,
I remember that. That was great.
But that joke you just said, if I die, get rid of my porn. Hack joke.
I've heard it 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Mac made that joke on our original podcast back in 2013. Where if I die, empty my browser history. Yeah.
Next Santa. If this is your dream, you have to at least make your case, bitch.
You gotta get intimate with that jolly bitch.
I know you're right, but do you really have to call me bitch every time you say something?
Yes, bitch, because it's empowering to call you bitch.
Let's go over what we know. Santa and the board are all male and all white.
Hey, look, it's Tim Dillon.
Yes!
Golf, drink.
All male and all white. Could this be any more pandering? Could this be any more pandering?
No, it can't.
The women of the North Pole make fun of one of your dicks. Have fun wondering whose it is. What I need to learn is how to bro out with these guys. Shoot the shit, do shots, shoot shots of shit.
Imagine how easy it would be to get drunk if you were an elf.
Oh, yeah. And after this point, I'm just lost. It's just a lot of nonsense. What is your cast list? Maria Bamford, she's funny.
Yeah, I like her.
Craig Robinson's funny. Everybody else, I don't really know who they are. I have heard of Leslie Grossman.
I bet you they're cool.
Yeah, they seem all right, probably. A gig is a gig is a gig.
Merry Christmas, and to all a kick-ass night!
It
That's how
looks fucking terrible. And the critics said it sucked. And apparently there's people that are, they were like, maybe you're the one who said this to me earlier, like maybe some people are just mad at like a couple of Jewish people writing a show just to shit on Christmas and Christianity and shit like that.
Seth Rogen, they took a lot of flack for this, bad reviews, and this was Rogen's tweet about it. We really pissed off tens of thousands of white supremacists with our new show, Santa Inc., which is now available on HBO Max.
He's pandering so hard. Like, that's what because he knows that, like, that's his audience. People that fucking think white supremacy is around every single corner in this country. And so they're like, oh yeah, if the woke crowd sees that the white supremacists hate it, aka anybody that's not a fucking lefty liberal douchebag, then it's gonna jump in ratings because of that. And everybody, all the critics saying it sucks is gonna have all these people saying it sucks is gonna have, I think it's gonna have critics coming, to get their back pretty soon.
Seth Rogen dug his own hole in this case because before the movie or this show premiered, he got into it on Twitter with Casey Neistat about crime in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I heard about that, and he tweeted about how like he was there for one night or some shit, and then someone broke in, and Seth Rogen tweets back and says, "It's lovely here. Like, that's just part of living in a big city. It's lovely here. First of all, of course it's lovely where you live, you rich motherfucker." Big fan, by the way. He'll never see this.
But this is the first part of the series of tweets where Casey Neistat says, "Our cars got robbed this morning." I think part of what set Rogen off is the fact that Casey Neistat thanks the hardworking officers at the LAPD who not only arrested the motherfucker, but got all of their stolen goods back. But he says, yeah, I've lived here for 20 years. It's lovely here. Just don't leave anything valuable in your car. It's like, well, then it's not lovely here if you can't even leave anything in your car.
Yeah, that's fucking stupid.
And you obviously can keep your car somewhere safe. I'm checking this out on SC Reviews channel. He's a funny guy. He's an Australian guy. Pretty funny. I say go check him out.
Okay. LA is a shithole. It sucks. The weather's beautiful in Southern California, and there are nice parts. And I'm sure, where he lives is super nice. But I know he sees how fucking shitty it is because he's like, even he can't leave shit in his car. Doesn't he say something about finding a knife?
Here we go. He says, you can be mad, but I guess I don't personally view my car as an extension of myself. Well, I guess you wouldn't, because it's like normal people probably do have to view their car as an extension of themselves, because if they lose their car, they're fucked. I've never felt violated any of the 15 or so times my car was broken into. Once a guy accidentally left a cool knife in my car, so if it keeps happening, you might get a little treat.
That does not help at all. That does not help your case.
One time, a guy accidentally dropped the lethal weapon that he carries around with him while he breaks into people's cars. Isn't that cute?
That does not help your case, Seth Rogen.
No,
good God.
So he believes that he's being like review bombed, which I'll grant that review bombings happen. I think it's a shitty part of the internet and movies and stuff. I don't think it's tens of thousands of white supremacists, according to him. This is from the 2nd of December. 2% audience score from 82 reviewers on Santa Inc. And there was not enough. Let's look at it now. Hang on. Rotten Tomatoes, Santa Inc. It says not enough ratings to calculate a score for critics, but that's bullshit because it is now the 7th. They should have that information. They just don't want to give it. I heard that they're locking out reviews anyway for this, which is what they do, and they do stick up for certain properties depending on who's in them. And this is an HBO Max thing, and it's Seth Rogen being very political for no reason. Like, you want to make a fucking Christmas goofy thing, that's fine. But like, if me and you were like, you know what, just for the sake of being funny, let's go and make a goofy movie about Ramadan. I think that a lot of people would have problems with that.
Look up the Swedish fucking propaganda video that I sent you earlier. Find
Swedish propaganda.
Did you find it?
I'm looking through all the stuff you sent me.
Or I might say, I don't know. It was one of those fucking Nordic countries, and probably have hot girls there.
Oh, New Zealand?
New Zealand, whatever. Yeah, that close enough, dude.
Close enough. Being a couple thousand miles, but okay.
Whatever, dude. Look, I bet they have hot girls in New Zealand. Okay.
Vax the Nation, Dr. J and Randa. I'm
so excited.
And this person is a scientist, apparently.
Vaccine, just a little jab. Don't worry, mate. It's not that bad. Small price to pay for proven protection that could save your ass from a COVID infection.
Yeah. It's done it again. A new solution to the mess that we're in. Creating a new way to save the planet so we can get back to our regular habits.
But here's the issue, and it's quite severe. We need everyone in, or the result is clear.
The virus will loiter outside your home, try to steal your breath, infect your dome.
What the fuck?
Go and get the vax. You're gonna be safe in the face.
This is some of the cringiest shit I've ever seen in my life. It's actually hard to watch.
I believe this is Joel Rindelab, and I'm guessing the little college student looking chick is Rhonda.
Party sensations across the nation.
Vax the nation. Vax.
I don't know, but he looks like he loves Budweiser and punching his wire.
Man, she really didn't go for it with her lyrics. Like, she's like whispering.
Vax the nation. Vaccinate the nation. I like the idea about how we get them so soon. Doesn't a vaccine take 10 years to produce?
About funding, yeah.
Oh my god.
COVID had that cash lined up for fucking miles.
Who do they think this is gonna, sway and take off the fence? Like, somebody is on the fence about whether or not they want the vaccine. They see this and they're like, fuck yeah, dude. I'm about to get that jab.
Especially at this point in time, like, the people who really don't want this have done their whatever research. And I'll say, I got vaccinated. If you don't want to get the vaccine, that's up to you. You should talk to your doctor and see whether or not it's good for you. Talk to your doctor. Don't listen to people on YouTube or people who rap in New Zealand about your vaccine decisions.
Facts.
They probably watched this like, yeah, bro, we nailed this. Look how cool we are.
The nation. Vaccinate the nation.
What the fuck?
The nation. Vaccinate the nation.
Alright, no, we gotta stop. This is the worst thing I've ever seen.
No, we don't. It's still, there's almost a minute left.
Come on.
And get this vax. Like, what's the protocol? Do I pay tax?
Nah, man. It's totally real.
Vaccines could be transmission, lower hospital admissions, the case breakthrough. It will reduce any symptoms.
They did a
Go get your spot.
That was actually kind of cool.
Have taken their shot. Best to get mine. I sit there in the line.
God, imagine how awful it must be to just have a conversation with that girl. It looks like she can't go like more than 3 minutes without mentioning how oppressed she is, or that she's like a pansexual and attracted to people that are like have 4 dicks, or like I don't know, man.
I was playing Vice City last night, and there was a feminist on one of their jokey radio chat stations talking about the patriarchy. And I was like,
awesome.
That from Vice City, that is a long time ago. Oh, okay. They made sure to put up the clean version and the oh yeah, by the way, this has got 29 likes, so I can only imagine what their dislikes look like if they would.
I wish we could see that.
Out of 13,000 views, 181 dislikes. So not great.
Oh, how'd you? Oh, this is a different one?
Or 181 likes. Yeah, this is the uncensored one because they say fuck a couple of times.
Just like Seth Rogen, man. That's all you gotta do. Say fuck a few times. I cuss all the fucking time. It's fucking fun, bro. Fuck yeah.
There's something about white people rap when they do that. It's that when they like try to like squeeze in like real information to rap music, like it sounds so like, and then you get your vaccination, and then everybody the education. It's like, stop it, just stop
Some
it.
conjunction junction shit. It's like some people that would come perform at school during lunch to try and tell you not to do drugs. I guarantee there's shit like this happening at schools. And if there's not, we should start it.
New York City, de Blasio just put a mandate on kids, a vaccine mandate. Between like 5 and 12 kids have to get the vaccine by mandate.
Yeah, and if you're under 20, I believe, something like that. If you're a kid, basically, you have a higher chance of dying from the flu.
Mm-hmm.
But
the flu is way more serious for kids. I got a flu shot when my nephews were born, is because I didn't want them to get sick with the flu. Now they're older, so I don't bother with it.
Well, I guess the idea is yeah, so they don't give it to somebody who's old because it's really bad for senior citizens. Kids are so gross. I don't allow any kids within 100 feet of my house. And that's not a government thing.
Oh, yeah, that's not government mandate. That's Brad's policy.
That's me.
You know, and just because he's a nice guy, he goes door to door when he moves into a new neighborhood and he tells people about his personal policy.
Yeah, I'm like, just so you know, like, I'm totally chill, like, but I don't need any kids anywhere near me. I will kick them.
Now, I'm just letting you know, I love Halloween. My house is going to be totally decorated and stuff. If any kids come to the porch, they're getting kicked. So, just fair warning.
But I'm going to entice them with giant ass fucking like Kit Kats, like king size Kit Kats, or like flat screen TVs. I'll put like a PS5 in the bowl,
and then I'll say trick or treat, smell my feet, and I'll kick them right in the nose.
So if you're watching, give us a thumbs up, you know, subscribe, comment, let us know what you think. Do you like my lighting? Do you like my hat? Do you like Zach's face? Do you like the blue thing on his mic? I think it looks like he's about to blow a Smurf. And I kind of like that. So I'm into that sort of thing. Fuck that guy. He's a fucking snake oil salesman. I doubt he's even Christian, dude. Do you remember when that huge flood happened in Houston and he like wouldn't let anyone into the church and all this shit? All these churches were taking people in.
It was a hurricane, and he had a mega church that he could have housed like a ton of people in, and he still didn't do it.
Yeah, he ain't about that life. He's about that money.
And this story fucking proves that. Plumber working on Joel Osteen's bathroom church, or church shocked by bathroom discovery. In Texas, a plumber discovered $600,000 in cash and checks hidden inside. I guess he like looked through all the checks and did the math. The money was kept inside nearly 500 envelopes. There was a loose toilet in the wall, and we removed the tile.
Who's he hiding it from, though? Because churches don't have to pay taxes, right? Is that just hiding it from his wife? I don't really know what the motivation is.
Or just stashing it to not keep it in a bank.
Oh yeah, it's probably like his personal money or something. I saw a meme that was like he's the fucking Heisenberg of pastors.
He contacted his maintenance supervisor, turned it all in. I guess you got to do that. Authorities revealed that back in March 2014, the Lakewood Church reported that $200,000 in cash and $400,000 in checks had been stolen.
They reported this shit stolen. So probably they could get the fucking insurance money. Right?
And then, I would think that you either do that to get insurance money or just to make the money disappear on paper so that you can have it off paper.
Right. Inflation's bad enough, Joel.
At the time, the church said the missing money had been insured. There you go. Since then, no arrests have been made in relation to the theft, of course, because the church stole it, it sounds like. Allegedly. Lakewood Church said in a statement that cash and checks were discovered recently during work being done but did not add how much money was found. Well, we know now it was at least like 500 grand, just 100,000 short of what was stolen. Houston police said in a statement Friday that officers were dispatched. Okay, police claim the recovered checks suggest that the money found was related to that theft. Okay, so yeah, which is more, it sounded like, the story sounded like to me that he was just a greedy guy who stashes money in the walls. Now it really sounds like if the Lakewood Church is his church, that it sounds like the church all conspired to make $500,000 disappear. He does look like a weird fucking elfin creature that comes to our world just to steal money from people.
I hope he's being investigated, because I bet you there are like some pissed off people like in the FBI or whatever, whoever would investigate that, who are actually legit Christians who are like, fuck this guy profiting off, you know, all this bullshit.
It's hard enough to wrap your mind around the idea of somebody who claims to be that hardcore of a Christian and a preacher, pastor, whatever he is, doing the mega church thing. It's hard to wrap your mind around that because it's so lavish and expensive and it brings them and profitable. It's hard, but just add on top of that, this guy does that and apparently probably steals. Hypocrite is not even the word, probably. It's not even a strong enough word for that kind of behavior.
If there is a hell, there's a special place for him there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Zealot. Zealot is a good word to try to start with to describe him.
Oh, absolutely.
When God calls you to be a prophet, but you thought he said make a prophet.
That's totally like a fucking Dogma joke, like a Kevin Smith joke almost.
Mm-hmm.
We would have stayed in Jersey if we thought we could turn a profit.
I would kick the shit out of little kids in Red Bank if I knew I would make myself a prophet.
Oh, yeah.
I fucking love that movie.
It's the best one.
It is probably Kevin Smith's his best movie as far as like the comedies with the regular people go, I would say. Because Red State's really good. I would put it up there as one of his technically made, like, best made movies.
Yeah, that movie's badass. It's good, dude, from beginning to end.
Alex was never invited to a family gathering again.
Oh, shit!
I forgot about that. I think I just laughed way too loud into the mic. My bad. But that was gold.
Wow, like he was dedicated to that. 2 fire extinguishers.
That's hardcore, dude.
And
that dude
right
fucks.
out a real window. He probably cut himself, unfortunately. Somebody commented, why is the guy in the back naked? I didn't. Oh, there's a fat guy wearing no shirt. He's not naked. That's what's his name? That's Randy from Trailer Park Boys. Just the dedication to jump out a real glass window.
Yeah, that dude's hardcore.
That I'll say that the guy is hardcore. That's not a word I use lightly.
No, that dude fucks. That dude's awesome.
He probably fell out. He probably jumped out the window into some pussy.
Or maybe he's just practicing for if there's ever a fire in that room that he wants to put out and then evacuate quickly.
It was bad timing for the birthday party. It was the day of Alex's fire drill.
He's like, guys, y'all know I do this every Thursday.
Here's one that says non-violent bullfighting.
This shit's awesome. Check it out.
I mean, I totally agree. If you're gonna bullfight, make it non-violent. Non-violent bullfighting.
Full screen it?
Oh, that's not full screen. That's the other thing.
You dicked it, buddy. You dicked it.
I dicked it so hard.
If we get 1 like, I'll fire Zach.
Here we go. No. Yeah, I encourage that. If we get 1 like, Brad will fire me.
He's like, you do me a fucking favor, dude.
I can ditch the music, I think. I don't know who it is.
Yeah, that was pretty terrible.
It was just some basic bass thing.
It was like a training video for how to be a bullfighter. But this is awesome, dude. These dudes are fucking crazy.
Yeah, this way it's not like violent and mean. It's just like silly and mean.
How was it violent before, though? Did they always have to kill the bull or some shit? Or?
Yeah, in real bullfighting, the goal of bullfighting is for the guy to get the bull to run close enough to him to keep sticking the bull with swords. And you keep sticking swords in until the animal falls dead to the ground.
Oh, I don't like that at all.
No, it's terrible, and that's why people have been so against bullfighting. I don't need glasses, babe.
I don't know what this is.
It's one you sent me. She's doing. Oh,
I remember now. That was great.
That's not the floor.
I always want to see the end of these fucking videos. They stop right after the punchline or whatever, but I want to see what happens. Like, what did she say? I want an explanation. I want a full interview, and I kind of want to see her naked. I need answers, dude.
Police arrest firefighter in the middle of tending to a car accident.
Okay, this pisses me off, bro. So this seems like it's some straight up old school, like, softball rivalry shit, like the fire department softball team versus the police, and like the police are pissed that the firemen won last year or something. So they walk up and they arrest this firefighter for not pulling his pulling the fucking fire engine out of the way, but they're tending to a rollover. See, there's like rolled over vehicles, and he's about to handcuff this guy because he doesn't pull the fucking, the truck out of the way. And apparently he's told him, they've had disputes a bunch of times. He's like, I've told you this before. I've told the fire department not to do it. And then the chief came out and defended the cop and said, like, no, that's what you're supposed to do. But, I mean, it seems like both of them were just being stubborn assholes.
I just want to let you know he's arresting me. Meanwhile, someone's smoldering body is waiting for CPR. CHP.
Oh, California.
You know, California, the place where police arrest firefighters and Abraham Lincoln is taken off of the names of schools because he's racist. You know, backwards topsy-turvy land.
Fucking California. But no, you know what Rogan said. It's lovely here.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Now, when crime happens, you shouldn't take it personally, because you might get a cool weapon out of it.
I would be stoked to get a cool knife, but it would be very disconcerting. But yeah, that pisses me off, dude. I mean, I support the police, and I think that most of them are good guys, but I think a lot of them are also jaded, and maybe he just wanted to assert his authority as a cop and make an example out of that dude, or maybe it was personal. It just seems like it was a little bit overkill. I've had a lot of shitty cops, though. I've had a lot of cool ones, too. But
I've met my fair amount of both, and I'm a stoner. I don't like marijuana laws, and I would totally get arrested if I was busted with weed. I don't like that, but it's the law. It's the only law I really skirt.
One or two bad cops can make you hate all of them, though. And they can
I'm sure
fuck
they can.
up your life because they could be having a bad day. Their wife could cheat on them. They could get mad at you.
With a firefighter.
Throw the book at you. Right? That's what happened. A firefighter banged this dude's wife, and he's about to arrest all of them, dude. He doesn't give a fuck. He's like,
break the law, but you
handcuffs on my wife. I'm using my handcuffs on you, motherfucker.
You didn't break the law, but you broke the bro code. Now you got to go to jail.
That's worse. That's worse, dude. That show Cheaters was brutal. Didn't a dude get stabbed on Cheaters?
Yeah, the original Joey Greco, I believe, got stabbed. I think he was. I can't remember if that was ever determined to be fake or not.
I don't know, but that was brutal, and I can't imagine anything worse, man.
And then Clark Gable's grandson went on to host Cheaters later, in like season 2 or 3.
I don't know who the fuck Clark Gable is. That's a really fucked up premise for a show, to find somebody like in their worst, like on the worst day of their life, basically, you know, like especially if they're married. And I'm surprised only one dude got stabbed. I'm surprised that shit didn't happen like every episode.
Yeah, this guy's not happy. And like it says no payment on this one again. So I'm guessing that's the official story is this guy just wasn't properly paid.
Yeah, I guess his uncle owned the company, and it was like a coal mining company or just some kind of mining company, and his uncle didn't pay him for a month, and so he fucking destroyed his whole business.
Let's hear a little audio from this angle because there's no music on this one, and you can hear all the commotion from his coworkers. Someone whistled. Oh, that was it. He's probably not fucking him up all that much.
It's pretty bad, dude. They're destroyed. They'll have to. I don't know how they're gonna fix that.
Pay your employees even if they're related to you. That's the moral here.
It's infuriating not getting paid for what you work for. I just went through that, and it was fucked up. And yeah, I mean, it can really piss you off, man. So I wouldn't have done that, but I understand. You know. I've heard working for Amazon is the worst thing.
I've heard bad things. Well, they're always hiring, and it's probably because people are always quitting or they're always firing people.
Apparently, at one point, Steve Jobs didn't want to pay for air conditioning in his building, and it was like cheaper to just have an ambulance outside just in case somebody collapsed of heat stroke than to air condition his building. This is what I heard. Did I say Steve Jobs?
Yes. Did you mean Bezos?
Jeff Bezos. My bad, Stevie.
I was going to say, that'd be pretty hardcore for Jobs.
Yeah, Bezos needs to take some acid.
Well, he's been to space. I guess you can just do acid, and they'd be like, I've wasted all that money to go to space. I could have just been doing acid.
Seriously, or just DMT. He can blast off right from his couch. Anyway, that was my DMT plug of the episode. That happens every time, I think. I'm going to be worse than Rogan about that.
Yeah, that's true. Brad's half of this episode is sponsored by DMT.
Contact the Machine Elves. If you're having trouble figuring out whether or not you're real, contact the Machine Elves, and they will confuse you even more.
Well, I'm going to see what this is, because luckily I don't watch any of these things that you bring. Reaction. I have no idea what this is. It's on Sports Center's Instagram.
Can you full screen this?
No, it's Instagram. I can zoom in.
All right.
Yeah, there we go.
This is gonna be good.
He's just sketching to work, huh?
Yeah, I don't know how this dude's filming him or whatever. Like, he's going even faster than him.
Oh!
Take a seat.
Ow! She's like, fucking hell.
I love how he recorded her. He immediately went to record her because he was cool. He just sat down, but that's the universe's way of telling you to never rollerblade again. And which is what's awesome is Tony Hawk has like a whole like show or whatever, like a segment from the Barracks website where he drives around yelling at kids skateboarding to do a kickflip. And then sometimes or it might be I don't know if it's a bunch of pros who do it or if like Costin and Tony Hawk do it all the time or what, but it's funny when you see Eric Costin and Tony Hawk yelling at kids to do kickflips, and then they recognize them and they're like, holy shit. Then they'll give them a deck and a t-shirt, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Show them their dick.
Well, no, that's not good. No, I'm just
yeah, that's not. No, that was something else.
Mr. Hawk, no! At Four Seasons Skate Park here in Milwaukee, when I was a kid, I looked like this, but my hair was longer but shorter, and I had glasses. So the dudes at Four Seasons always called me Harry Potter. And I ordered a Papa John's pizza. That's where you ordered pizza from at that skate park. And they went on the PA to tell me that my pizza was here. And they said, Harry Potter, your pizza has just got here. Harry Potter. And people just stop like skating, looking around like what the fuck, and then you just see me skating towards the entrance, like going to get my pizza.
You see you like floating by on a broom.
Yeah. I do a quick like lip slide on my broom.
Oh man, I do miss skateboarding. I'm definitely gonna get a deck soon, and I might end up going to the skate park just to get out of the house or something on the weekends, and maybe I avoided that whole area of my little community because there's a lot of tweakers down there, and I just don't want to be around them. You know what I mean? And
Skate parks are the new truck stops.
But seriously, dude, sitting in a porta potty, smoking heroin with a homeless dude, not my finest hour, right? He was young, dude. He was young, like hella young. Probably like 24, 25, 26.
You see a lot of that in Milwaukee. You see a lot of that. On the bus, you see it, and they're on the side of the highway with signs. And
I would hate to be in that situation. But I just don't think I would give up, but I don't know what the fuck I would do. I mean, if you have mental issues and you're fucking nuts and you're addicted to drugs, I mean, you need some real help. So yeah, I don't know. I don't necessarily want the government controlling all these things or whatever and more subsidies and all that, but
there's no point giving
the government something about that.
There's no point asking the government to spend tax money on the homeless because A, they're never going to spend it correctly, and B, it's just what do you do about it?
You'd have to like raise millions of dollars. Elon Musk could probably do it. We should head up Elon Musk and be like, will you do this, bro? We had this idea on our podcast to save the world. All right, so help me out.
All we need is 500,000 of your brand new Teslas.
Yeah, we promise we'll get this done. One Tesla for 4 people. No, he'd put us in charge of that, and then
the whole homeless camp is just homeless people sleeping in Teslas.
He'd put us in charge of that, and I would immediately turn evil and embezzle all the money. And be like,
they'll find it all in a hole in the wall like Joel Osteen.
I would go Joel Osteen immediately. I would be like, fuck yeah, Lamborghini. I'd be pulling up to the camps, which are all shitty and like the nicest cars ever. Like, yeah, bro, they hired me to solve this problem. How you feel? Here's a water. You want an autograph? See you, chump.
That'll be $5. He wasn't just hiding money in the walls and cash and checks. They found surplus homeless people in Brad's walls. He was hiding homeless people in the wall.
I'd have him like making fake Nikes for me and shit.
Well, Elon Musk's heart was really in the right place, but he gave his money to this guy Brad, and he turned San Francisco into a sweatshop. So
I would go evil immediately, dude. No, straight up. I would I'd start wearing suits and shit like that.
And that would be the straw that broke the camel's back. You seeing yourself in a suit?
I'd have a big desk and like a button that closes the door to my office behind you when you walk in.
You'd have a Matt Lauer rig.
It'd be awesome, and it'd be like overlooking Skid Row, and I'd be up there like drinking really expensive coffee and like just being evil. You know what I mean? I'd be like, you know what? Fuck that guy, and I'd throw like a bowling ball out. What are they gonna do to me? I'm rich.
And you gave all of that to them. Officially, it's being called a gift-giving mishap, but a bowling ball came out of the window of Brad Corp and smashed one of the homeless members of his camp in the face.
First of all, we got to make Brad Corp happy.
I was gonna say, I would be suspicious of a homeless charity if its name was Brad Corp.
I'll do one of those awesome commercials. Like, we're Brad Corp, and we care. Hi, I'm Brad with Brad Corp, and I just want you to know that I'm rich, and you're all pieces of shit. Thank you very much.
That's why I'm here.
Brad Corp?
Brad, I'm the Brad of Brad Corp.
I can't wait for this to happen, dude. We need to get in touch with Elon Musk. Okay, we can figure this out. 5 degrees of separation. We know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows. How many? What's that? Who knows Elon? Elon's an alien. We can
Wouldn't it be ironic if my first connection to Elon Musk was Kevin Bacon?
Holy shit.
Brazen shoplifting. It's another way to describe it.
Oh my god, I forgot about this. I know this video. So, oh my god.
I have not seen this yet. That's a security guard. He maced the security guard.
He bear sprayed him.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess bear spray is worse than mace. I'm guessing.
Yes. It's got to be super powerful.
Bears?
Yeah, it is.
Look at him stumbling around. That sucks, dude.
Yeah, and he's just doing his job. So, Elliot, a flash mob robbery suspect using. So this is not the flash mob itself, but they're showing the suspect blasting this guy in the face with bear mace.
And then they just, jacked this store. Holy shit, dude. I hope they can catch that motherfucker. Seriously. They wouldn't have to do that if they were more organized. If they went like Ocean's 11 on that shit, you could totally just fucking, I don't know, plan something, heist it up, distract the security guard with like a hot girl or like drop something on the floor or something. What? I don't know, dude.
You get Julia Roberts. You get a small Asian man to backflip out of a box.
Dude, if you get all these things, I think it's pretty easy. You know what I mean?
That Apple store is yours for the taking.
The Asian dude from Ocean's 11 and 12 and 13 saved the day, bro. He was he stole the show. I'm just saying, Ocean's 11, one of my favorite movies ever.
It's a good movie.
I fucking love it. George Clooney's hot.
12 to Ocean's 12 is all right, and 13 is not very good. I didn't see 8.
I watched it and I was entertained. I guess it's like when you eat something and you're like, that'll make a turd. That's how I felt about that movie. It was a turd. It was fun. Aquafina's in it. I love Aquafina. Fucking love her, dude.
I don't get the appeal.
I just love her. I don't know. I love it. She did Bobby Lee's podcast. She's awesome. She seems super cool. I love Bobby Lee too, man. Honestly, Bobby
she was
Lee's
just
hilarious.
cast in something. Actually, Aquafina is going to be in the Dracula movie that Universal is making with Nicolas Cage starring as Dracula.
Okay, that's gonna kick ass, dude. Because Nicolas Cage might actually be a vampire. You know what I mean?
Well, there is that movie, I think it's called Kiss of the Vampire, that he's in. That's the movie that Nicolas Cage recites the whole alphabet in a scene to a lady when he's telling her about alphabetical order. He's like, alphabetical order, it's so simple. And she keeps trying to interrupt him. And I think that was an improv from Nick Cage, where she keeps trying to interrupt him, like, whatever his name in the movie is, A, B, C, D, E. He goes all the way through the whole alphabet.
G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Huh?
Because he's a lunatic.
How have I not seen this movie? I gotta see it.
Very good. You know your alphabet. I never misspelled anything! Not once, not one time!
Nicolas Cage is gonna make a really good Dracula. I think that was cast really well.
I think it's one of those things that he's always wanted to do too as an actor. So it'll be interesting to see him do it.
I haven't seen Nicolas Cage in anything in a long time.
He was just in a movie. He was just in a movie called Pig that's supposed to be really good.
Well, no spoilers. I don't know. I might watch it now. I'm almost positive I saw it free on something. And I always need shit to watch, dude, because midget porn gets boring.
I mean, it's always funny, but it does get boring.